Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to have quite unusual video. Let's play poker open cards. What do you think about that? There was a lot of drama lately and a lot of YouTube comments. Oh, skill, you mother tracker index page ads. Oh, meh. Okay, let's clear the air and let's play open cards. Let's talk about it. What are our options, what we can do, and overall, let's talk. Usually, whenever I am streaming, well, usually 99% whenever I am streaming, right, and people who are tuning in into the streams, we are having a conversation about one or another thing, so it's easier for me to talk with the people. YouTube is a bit different platform. YouTube frogs are stuck there, right, and you are not checking the live streams or something, so maybe you do not know my logic and what do I think, right? And this is a positive thing. It's completely fine. Not everyone has a time to spend it on Twitch or watch whatever Twitch highlights or to be in the stream, right? It's completely fine. Different platform, different viewers, and I just want to have a conversation, right? So how the things are looking like, fellas, with index page, right? I really want to talk about this because people are extremely outraged, or some people on the YouTube that the things are looking like this. There is ad over there. There is ad over there. We are fighting against the ad blocker skill. What is happening? I do not understand. The index page was free for years, or if I want to use the ad block, I was using the ad block and everything was fine. And now how the things are looking like, right? I do not really understand. Skill, elaborate and explain the things for us. Well, let's start from the start, fellas. Index page is our baby, which we are nursing for 3 years already. It become one of the biggest sites that World of Tanks community is using on and relying on. You can check out the tank stats. You can check the opinions from my point of view on one or another vehicle, right? You can see the bloody armor model of whatever tank you are interested in and even more. You can even check out the features like the ricochet scan and whatnot, which is not available in any other site, and so on, so on. Skill, we get it. Index page is nice. Index page is beautiful, everything is fine, we get it. A lot of people think that maintaining the page like this is cheap. And it is cheap, fellas. If we are speaking about the maintenance, it is cheap. You are 100% correct, but not when things are in active development, right? What do I mean by saying this? I'm playing open cards. Let's talk the honest conversation, like a father and son. Index currently has 4 employees. One main employee who is working on the back end, a hired employee who is working in the front end by the tasks. There is a task that person needs to do, and then he's getting paid for it. We have a gentleman who is adding the data into the index page. So let's say if you are going to the index page and you are checking the drop calendar or whatever else, or doesn't really matter when the tournaments are, or what are the patches and when patches coming, the game modes, all of this stuff is added into the index calendar, and person is working for that. And last but not least, at this point we have a modder who is working on the skill mod pack, which is going to come in the first half year of the year, right? So we still have approximately 2 months. We are on track. Everything is completely fine, right? So every and each person from the community, or not the community, but pretty much people who are working for me, they are getting paid and everything is completely fine, right? Yeah. Now hear me out. I always looked into the index as giving back something for the community, right? But in the same time, I do not want to stop developing index, right? I want it to make better and better and better and better. That is extremely important thing, right? So that's why we are hiring more and more people to work for us and to make it better, right? If you would click, if let's say you would click on the news in the index, you can see what are the plans and what do we want to do and how changes are looking like. As an example, some people are thinking, yeah, it's easy, come on, it's nothing. I started re-rating tier 10 tanks. We re-rated 100 tier 10 vehicles now, and it took 1 hour per tank, and some tanks took 3 to 4 hours to re-rate, right? I kid you not. We were playing 10 games, so 2 hours, 3 hours to re-rate one tank. You know, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to do that. Skill. Whenever you are talking like this, it kind of makes sense. You kind of want something in return, right? What do I want in return and how the options are looking like overall? I'm playing with open cards, right? And what is our thinking process and what we are considering and how we can do the things. One more thing before everything, fellas. It is very important thing to say, and nor YouTube viewers, neither Twitch viewers will let me lie. How often have you seen the sponsorships in the YouTube? Fellas, this is the most exciting game that you can play it. Raid Shadow Legends. Have you ever seen something like this? You did not. My mission is to treat you as my family members, right? You are my family members. I am where I am because of you, because you were supporting me, because you were watching my content, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Truly, I am. But I do not take 99% of the sponsorships because honestly, I think they're garbage, right? I think it would be kind of sad from my side to on one day shit talk whatever mobile game or something else, right? And on other side to say, guys, we are getting sponsored today on the stream. We are going to play 1 hour mobile game and the YouTube intro as well. I do not try to sell you Kaku, and you are very, very well aware of that. So what that means? That means whenever you are a content creator, and let's say I never cried about the YouTube ad blockers or something, right? Person which is watching a YouTube video with ad block on, content creator is getting nothing for it. And I'm completely fine. I never complained about it. I never cried about it. Everything is completely fine. That's okay. On the index page, on the other hand, viewer which is watching the content over there, right? And let's say all of those ads are blocked. Yes, this ad over there, this ad over there, this ad over there, it brings absolutely nothing to the table for a content creator. And I'm not taking a shitty ass ad deals as well, which I don't want to promote, you know? I just simply do not want to promote those. So what that means the index is sitting with a finger in the butt, right? At this point in time, we can cover the employees who are working full-time, that's great, but we still cannot cover the people who are working on the side, right, where the index page goes. And now we have the other question, right? Should I compensate it? Should I pay that from my own wallet, you know, the money which I have saved over the years, right? It also kind of doesn't really make sense. Should I make GoFundMe page? I do not want to do that. I don't want to go like this, pay me money and I'm going to give you a good index page. I do not want to do that either, right? It's not my point. So what kind of options do we have and how we can play this game and how we can make the best site available over there, right? We have a couple of options and I want to have an honest conversation and honest talk with you, and I'm hoping that the comment section is going to be the same whenever we are talking openly and honestly, and we are just simply having an honest, simple conversation, right? I'm going to give you the options. I'm going to talk about them out loud, and I'm going to say what do I think about them. Index is visible only for subs and Patreons. That means people who are directly supporting me. Where the subs goes on Twitch, people are dropping Prime or paying money for subscription and they can watch the index. They are directly supporting me, right? I do not want to do that. I do not want to do that. I'm telling you, this is not what I'm looking for and this is not what I want to do, right? I'm going to be honest with you, but this is an option, right? That potentially could boost the revenue of the Twitch, or alternatively that could boost revenue over the Patreon, right? This is honest talk, right? We are talking. Other option is some features in the index page are locked by the paywall. As an example, if we would go to the Tomato GG page, and I love Tomato GG guy, what he has done, it's absolutely crazy. Speaking about the ads, you know, ads is important, and that actually supports the content creator, right? Anyways, whatever that is, let's go to the tank, right? And you are going to the pro loadouts, and they are pretty much locked. What do I mean by saying that? Certain situation or certain function is pretty much locked overall, right? We have a lot of good things coming. We have the things which never been seen before. For example, internal tank modules. We are working on this. We have a plan. It takes time. It's not so easy to develop the site. But potentially, I could log that to the pretty much paid customers. That means patrons, or alternatively the Twitch subscribers. I do not really want to do that, right? I just do not want to do that. It's not my mission. It's not my point, right? This is not what I'm looking for, right? Once again, I can be patient mother trucker, and I can, work on the index page. We have probably 1,000 hours which we need to do this year just to raid the tanks, but let's say we are working on the index page, and I'm not saying absolutely anything. I'm being silent, and I'm taking a hit for my salary, right? We are talking about a 4-digit number every single month, right? I do not want to do that. I'm going to be honest, I do not want to do that, right? After that, we have a different situation that we're keeping the ad block system the same. So some people, I can say whatever I want. Some people will say that it is too much of the ads, right? Whatever that is, this is too much of the ads. This is horrible. Oh, yay, this is the ad running somewhere in the side. I am the worst person ever, right? We have the situation, right? And we have the other option, which is we can create the new system. The new system would make people who are using the index page login via Wargaming API. Now we do not have any information about you. We do not know your email. We do not know your password. This is not how it works, right? And after that, this is in order to use the index, right? And after that, we can have a loyalty system over there. People who doesn't have the ad block on, they're seeing the ads which I see, or whatever else ads. I really don't think we are crossing the line. Honestly speaking, fellas, I was thinking about this very, very much, and I don't think this is a crossing the line. I'm sorry, it's not, right? And whenever we are seeing that person doesn't use the ad block, we are just simply letting him click as many times as he wants. He can go left, right, and center. He can check the calendar. He can check out the things. Everything is completely fine. Go from one tank to the other tank, whatever, you name it, right? Just deal with the things in this way. And if we are detecting that person is using ad block, we are blocking his access, and ad block won't help. You can use the best ad block ever. Until you are going to watch certain amount of the video ads, you won't be able to access into the index, right? Those are the options which we logically have, and which we are considering to the certain extent, right? You're smart guys on the YouTube, right? You're smart mother truckers. Let me know what do you think about any of those, right? Maybe you have options, maybe you have suggestions, right? And in the same time, I don't want to give the content in a way for people who are leeching it. What do I mean by saying this is, for example, whenever on the YouTube someone is watching the YouTube video, it still counts as a view. So whenever you are working with advertisers, you cannot skip that ad, The content creator needs to be very enthusiastic. This is the best mobile game. In fact, it is not a mobile game. It's the story. Whatever garbage like this doesn't really matter. You get the point what I'm saying, but then that view even with ad block can matter. But I do not do those because I cannot stand most of those ads overall, right? I'm not doing those. You get the point what I'm saying and what I'm talking about. This is the honest talk. This is straight into the face. I don't want to pretend. I don't want to cry over there because I am, trust me, I am feeling okay. Over my 9 years of internet begging, I was saving the money. I am completely fine with that, right? But please get this in mind that I do not want to burn through the money that I saved over the years, right? To give the free tool, which will lead eventually for me to be 6 figures down. I'm talking 100K, 200K, 300K, whatever the amount would be, right? You get the point. So please help me to try to figure out the things, right? How we can make it honestly proper, and how we can do the things, right? You're smart mother truckers. I've read your comments down below. I've seen it all. Let me know what do you think and what is your solution into all of this, right? Obviously, the last solution, which I really do not want to do, is just simply not to develop index page pretty much where the new stuff comes, right? Not to work on the missions, not to work on whatever else, right? Leave index as it is, and once in a while re-raid the tank. That would cut the costs drastically, but then we would not have a product which is better, And trust me, I have a big plans for this. Where the job goes, we have job for 2 more years as a bare minimum with everything what we have planned and with everything what we want to do. 2 more years minimum, and I'm talking about the active development, right? So please, let me know, talk with me, let's have a polite conversation. I don't want to see any curses. And by the way, the YouTube filter is deleting the comments that are being mean. That means skill you are skill skill you bloody kaku eater. All of those comments are filtered, right? I do not see those, or they're not going through the filter. That's what I want to highlight. So, fellas, share your opinion, share your feedback, what you have to say. I'm curious. Let's go.